Hey beautiful people, I am Phoenix on Purpose, and this is Purpose Not Permission. Please like, share, and subscribe on my YouTube channel at Purpose Not Permission. Please follow me if you're not already following me on Instagram at Purpose Not Permission. To all of my new subscribers, thank you. Welcome. To all of my old subscribers and listeners, I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning and tapping in. This video is going to be about change and evolution. We've heard all the cliched statements. The only thing in life that is constant is change. In order to usher in the new, you have to get rid of the old. Autumn leaves fall to usher in a new season of winter. The old year has to end to usher in a new year, right? Happy New Year and all of that. And y'all say all the time, thanks for joining the cliched statements of New Year, New Me, right? All of that. How are you going to apply those lessons and take those cliched statements and really take them to heart and hone in on them if you are scared to death to let go of what you are holding on to? You have to let go of the old to usher in the new. You know, we say a lot of things. A lot of people say a lot of things. We like to talk. We like to talk about what we're going to do and all of this, right? We like to point the finger. We like to blame other people for whatever is going on with us, whatever we don't like in our own lives. But very few people really actually pick up the pieces of their life and apply the lessons that they've learned without being bitter and actually commit to making the necessary changes in order to push their life forward. Very few people do that, and you are a strong something if you have done that in your life, and I am extremely proud of you. Keep going, keep moving. If you are a spiritual being and you have evolved from church culture and you have grown a personal one-on-one relationship with God, I am extremely proud of you. That discipline that it takes to really apply biblical principles to your life is difficult, but it is so rewarding. You feel great about yourself when you apply those principles of love thy neighbor as I love myself. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Maintaining a positive heart posture so that no matter what, you do not behave and respond or overreact to what anyone does or says. You just set boundaries for yourself and move about your life according, and you remove anyone or anything that does not honor those boundaries. All of that is difficult. A lot of you guys are holding on to pieces of a relationship. Pieces of a relationship, knowing you're not happy, but you're so afraid to be by yourself and to be alone and to be one with yourself and actually work on yourself. So you hold on to scraps. It's like it's better to be with the devil that you know than to let go and to, usher in what's actually for you. A lot of you guys really, and again, I'm not judging anyone. I'm teaching in this moment. So please hear me. I'm not judging. I'm not preaching. I'm teaching. I'm speaking from a place of experience. Okay. And from what I see in the world. A lot of us would rather be miserable than to let go of what's actually making us miserable so that we can become better, learn better, and actually do better, and not watch other people do better and be resentful and bitter about what other people are doing to push their life forward. The point of social media is for you to be inspired, not jealous. That's what I thought the point was, but it's working in the opposite direction. A lot of you sit and scroll social media all day long and are green with envy over someone else's life and over things that are not yours and things that are not meant for you and are not designed for you. A lot of us are worshiping false idols and gods, everything except for actual God. We're worshiping material things and items and all of that instead of really focusing on ourselves and working on our healing. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Mental health awareness. This is all of our trauma speaking. Again, at my big age, it was hard for me to actually change and to do different, but I knew better. And I knew better, so I started to apply and do better. You have to learn and you have to know and you have to understand that once you know better, your responsibility is to do better. You cannot hold on to a monkey branch a ladder and keep holding on to the monkey branches and the monkey branches and rung after rung after rung, just to have something in your hand, in your grasp, because you are blocking the actual blessing that is meant for you. You literally have to let go, and you have to trust, you have to believe, and you have to have faith in knowing that you're making the right decision of letting go. You're doing the right thing. You're doing what you feel deep down in your heart. When you are in a situation or in a space or around certain people or in a relationship that is not serving you, you know deep down in your heart, because your spirit isn't happy. Your soul doesn't smile. Your eyes don't smile. They don't crease at the eye line when you smile. Your whole being doesn't light up. Your aura is dark. You wear dark colored clothes. You have your shoulders are sagged. You don't have pep in your step. You are not vibrant and full of life when you walk and when you enter a room. The point of change, growth, and evolution is so that you bring that energy with you, so that when you walk in a room, you light the whole room up, and the room responds to your energy. The room is lit by your illuminating light. People are almost blinded because they see, oh, this person is evolving. This person is giving into growth. This person has something that they know that I need to know, because whatever it is they got going on, I want me some of that. That's the number one key indicator that you are changing, growing, and evolving in your life. If you don't feel that way, and deep down inside your soul and your spirit is dark, you got to evaluate your circumstances, where you live, who you live with, the people you're around, the circles that you're in, the content that you're consuming, the music that you're listening to, the entertainment that you're watching on television. You got to re-examine all of it, and you have to start making some changes if it doesn't light your soul on fire. Seriously. That's the reason why people get so riled up, and their spirit is so filled up when they listen to preachers like Bishop Jakes, and he fills your spirit with just great energy and hope and prosperity and just fullness, and the fullness of the fruit of the spirit, you know. And then you leave that space, and then you're right back down in your dark hole of what you're holding on to, because you're hoarding the devil that you know. You're hoarding dark energy. You're afraid to move out of your parents' home because you don't want to be financially responsible and struggle for a little bit. Get you a 1-bedroom efficiency that costs $200 a month, you know, and struggle a little bit and save your money. Maybe get a part-time job and save your money so that you can move out of your parents' home if your parents are not feeding your spirit with positive vibes and positive energy. Get away from that friendship circle that you're in. If all they do is gossip about other people, how is that going to help you? Get out of it. Let those friends go. Those friendships have expired. It's not beef. Those friendships and those dynamics, those situations are expired now. They served you for the time period that you were in it. Hopefully you learned some lessons. Hopefully you know not to people please and be around folks just to be around folks, right? Usher in new energy. Make room for it. You will be surprised when you start letting go of all of the things that you know you need to let go of. What new great things come into your life. What new great opportunities are presented to you. What new great business moves you can start to make. Leave your 9-to-5 job if it's not serving you and go get you a new one, right? Everybody's hiring now. Listen, these employers can't find reliable employees now because everyone is doing their absolute best to become an entrepreneur and to become their own boss, because that is the name of the game. But that's not for everyone, and it is difficult for everyone. Don't think that this thing is easy, because it's not. I'm gonna tell you right now, being an entrepreneur is not easy. So even if you have a 9-to-5 job and you are still an entrepreneur, in your spare time, you know, on your off hours, on your off days. It's difficult. Working for yourself means that you're working double the amount of time that you used to work for someone else, believe it or not. So don't think that this thing is easy, because it's not. Don't look at what these people tell you on the internet. Oh, you can all this. I don't understand why why everyone has this $1 million in their mind. Why limit yourself to $1 million? Why set a cap and a ceiling on your earning potential, right? That's a topic for another day. Change means that you are evolving in life. If you are changing your diet and your nutrition, if you are now going to the gym where you used to not work out, if you are now reading books where you used to not read, if you are now learning and consuming new information to become financially literate, financially responsible, and financially stable on your own, you are changing. If you are changing just everything that you do, you have to re-examine yourself on a continual basis, and just go month by month, go day by day, go week by week, go month by month, and go year by year. Are you right now today the same person that you were yesterday, and the day before that, 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 and the month before that, and the year before that, and the year before that? If you're in the same spot doing the same thing and you're still the same person, you have not grown. The only thing that is constant in life is change. Our world has changed. You know, I mean, just everything. Do I need to break it down and give you basic analogies? There was once corded telephones, then the cordless telephone, then the flip cellular phone. Well, the big cellular phones where only doctors, lawyers, and dope dealers had cellular phones. Then the the BlackBerry, the Sidekick, the flip telephone, the cell phones, the pocket cell phones, then the iPhone. The internet used to not be a thing. I don't know what age group is listening to me. I grew up in an era where there was no internet. We had pagers. Everything is changing and evolving all around you. Everything. Right? We're in a digital world now. Everything is computerized. We used to have copy machines and fax machines, and everything had to be on paper. Now you can PDF file everything, DocuSign. You can send an email. Everything is instant, right? A lot of it is good. A lot of it is change is always good. Thanks everyone for joining. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit subscribe, hit share, hit like. Everything in life is evolving constantly. We see the cycle of the world with inflation. Gas prices are up and stuck, which means diesel prices are up and stuck, which means the trucking industry is struggling, which means supply and demand is going to increase because supply is low, demand is high, which means everything, the price of everything is going up. So the world's changing around you. If you're not paying attention, you have to start paying attention. You gotta get off the internet living in your phone, unless you are on this internet living in your phone to get information and to make some money with this device that you're holding on to. See, a lot of people, whether you realize it or not, I don't know what you all see. I don't know what you see on my page. I don't know how you're processing it and what you're analyzing. I am not on here posting beautiful pictures every day just to show you my outfit. I'm not on here tagging my location just to show you where I'm at. I am not on here flossing trying to show you where I go on vacation. I'm not on here flossing trying to show you what I eat all the time, where I'm eating out at, who I'm out with. I'm not on here doing any of that just to be an internet girl. I am on here teaching you. And a lot of people misconstrue being on this internet and using it for the tool that it is as a content creator versus living on this internet all day long, watching other people, consuming what they're doing and not doing anything in their own lives. It's a big difference. Big difference. Do I ever tell you where I am? Look up and down my page. Do I ever tell you where I am? unless clearly the background indicates where I am. That's intentional when it is. Please understand, okay? I don't know, you all see this young face and all that, you know. Yes, it's a filter just to spruce me up a tad bit. I'm beautiful in real life, a beautiful, matter of fact, head on my shoulders, here to teach you and explain to you the reality of life, that this is difficult. Content creation is difficult. It's very time consuming. It's damaging to your mental health. Again, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. I have to take breaks from social media. It takes me that much longer to prepare my food, to whatever it is that I'm doing. It takes me that much longer because I have to stop and create the content when I do post the content of, you know, whatever I'm cooking, whatever reel I'm making on the internet. You know, this is a money-making tool, this telephone. If you're not using it for that, you're doing the, like, I don't know what you're doing. I really don't. If you're learning, that is amazing. That's what you should be doing with this telephone. If you're listening to content that rouses your spirit just to get upset, angry, and offended, I don't know why. Those people don't live in your house. They really don't. They don't live in your house. Why do they dictate and control your life? Change is constant. That's the only thing in life that is constant, is change. My mother had to die in order for me to meet myself. I had to be diagnosed pre-diabetic, way over 200 pounds. My weight fluctuated my whole life. I've been size 4, size 6, size 8, 12, 14, 16, never with loss of enthusiasm, always confident in who I was, never had an issue with being in relationship, ever, never had an issue with that. It was just, I was unhealthy internally. I was not eating properly. I was not resting properly. I was not taking care of my mental health. I was not going to therapy on a consistent basis. I was in and out of therapy with different therapists constantly. I was just living I was around people and in environments and in a corporate career where I was extremely unhappy. I was internally dying, and I had to go through all of that and realize the lessons, take the lessons from all of that and understand and process it in a way that was healthy, in order for me to gain a healthier perspective on my situation, so that I could then push my life forward and move my life forward with change. I moved my career, my physical location, I moved to a brand new state right before the pandemic. Right before the pandemic, I'm trying to learn a new state. I don't even know how to get anywhere without GPS. I can go around the corner and get lost. You can't make a left turn in the state that I live in. I circled a block 500 times. I used to get stopped and pulled over by the police all the time, getting tickets and whatnot, trying to fidget on my phone using the GPS, trying to get where I'm going, not knowing where I'm going. That's scary at my big age. We talking about almost 20 years in a corporate career. Right? Where I could have retired. But one day I just woke up and said, I'm not happy and I need to do something about it. And the only person that can do something about it is me. Nobody is going to come in here and say, hey, I heard you weren't happy. Guess what? Come on, let's go, girl. No, it does not work like that. Life doesn't work like that. It doesn't. God helped me. I talked to God and I prayed and I meditated. I said, God, what would you have me do? God, please give me the answers. Please give me the answers, Lord. What would you have me do? I listened and I heard him. Move, leave. And this is where I am now. You know, and it's such a beautiful thing. I was terrified. I still have fear. I do. I still have fear. You all think that it is easy to turn this camera on and talk. It is not that easy. It really isn't. There's a whole lot behind it. There's a whole lot that goes into it. I know it looks simple and plain, looks easy, and I need to step up my content. I'm not a digital girl. I'm really not. I struggle to even figure out how to make a live video. I didn't used to live on my phone. I used to talk on the phone damn near all day long in corporate America. I'm exhausted. I don't even want to answer a text message afterwards, you know, outside if I'm not getting paid. And I'm still really, to the core of me, I'm like that now. I really don't want nobody calling my phone. I really don't, unless I know who you are and why you're calling. And if we've arranged it ahead of time, text me or send me an email. Because what you calling for? I'm in the middle of something. Even if I'm in the middle of nothing, I'm in the middle of something. I'm meditating. I'm working on another change. Right? Yeah, I'm just trying to be transparent with you all. There is nothing constant in life except for change. You cannot continue to hold on to the devil that you know just because it's familiar if you are unhappy and not at peace in your spirit. Open your Bible, read your scriptures, look for direction and wisdom from your creator of what you need to do with your life. No one can tell you what to do with your life. No one. Okay? That's the point of my brand name, purpose, not permission. You don't need to ask anyone else what you need to do for you for your life. You don't need to ask. People are going to send you in 12,000 different directions based on their own personal experience, their own trauma, their own knowledge, right? Their own life, whatever it is that they're doing for them that works for them. I can only guide you and give you wisdom. I can only give you bits and pieces of information, encouragement, motivation. I cannot tell you what to do with your life, but I can see, because I see a lot, I can see when you're unhappy and when you're really not at peace. And when I used to answer the telephone for people who wanted to waste my time because they lay down for a living and who wanted to constantly just talk about what they're going to do, this, that, it, what you're going to do. You have to do it. You have to do it. And you can't be upset with the messenger. You cannot be upset with the messenger. Just, you have to, because if someone else were to tell you who you are able to digest the message from, you'll take the same exact information and apply it to your life. Can't be upset with the messenger. The message is what you need to take heed to, you know? Nothing constant in life except for change. Nothing. I wouldn't trade anything that I have gone through for anything in this world. Nothing. 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 I don't label anything bad. I label everything that I've gone through as experience. That's how you have to process life. You've lived through some experiences. You have to mature to the level of where you learn that your experiences are your teachers. Experience is your teacher. Experience is your teacher. Your trauma is your teacher. You cannot be mad at every woman in the world because you chose to date the women that you dated. And now you are jaded and angry and you want to tell everyone in the world, do not date any women because they're all toxic. No, it's you. It's you. It's your choices. You cannot be angry with every guy in the world because you chose wrong. No, you cannot. It's you. You made the choice. Why'd you make it? Learn from why you chose trauma-bonded situations. Learn from why your energy was vibrating at a low level, so you chose people who vibrated at a low level because you didn't know any better. That's it. It's an experience. It's your teacher. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Change is the only thing that is constant. Make a therapy appointment. Change your nutrition. I study Dr. Sebi's teachings to the letter. You would be surprised. Again, you all see a whole lot of seasoning and cooking this and cooking that. I didn't eat none of that until I didn't start incorporating all kinds of outside and cooked food back into my life. Goodness grief. I guess when the pandemic happened, I started to eat crazy because I thought the world was going to end. I'm like, oh my goodness grief. The world is where, this is it. What is it called in Revelations? It's the, I was going to say the apocalypse. What is it called? I forget what oh gosh, the name escapes me. I said, Jesus Christ is coming back. It's over. It's over. Jesus Christ is coming back. It's over. I didn't start eating crazy until then, right? reincorporating all kinds of mess and nonsense into my I don't call it a diet. I say nutrition because I don't believe in diets. Diets don't work. You have to be consistent, right? With whatever it is that you're changing and overhauling as far as your intake of food, so that you build better nutrition for your body and make sure that you're internally healthy, expelling mucus and all those things. Mucus and all those things from your body, so yeah, nothing constant in life except for change. What else on this topic? I think that's it for now. I'm gonna be going live probably just randomly. I'm going to be going live randomly over the next few days over the next few days with various topics. But again, this is all related to mental health. We are so afraid of ourselves and getting to know ourselves and actually sitting down and telling the truth about ourselves with a stranger, right? In a therapist's office or a mental health specialist or a life coach or a spiritual coach. We are so afraid of really actually unearthing the root cause of our dis-ease so that we can get to our health and wellness. We're uncomfortable and we're afraid of it. And, all of that, the clubbing, the partying, the strip clubs, the drinking excessively. The Bible speaks on drunkenness, and I am going to do a video regarding it. The Bible does not say that you cannot have alcohol. So I wanted to read that and be specific because I stopped all alcohol, all wine for a long period of time, but I had to read the scripture to understand what the biblical teachings were concerning alcohol. The Bible speaks against drunkenness and addiction, right? Those things are ungodly. The Bible says you can have alcohol in moderation. So again, I'm going to read some scripture in a later video regarding that in more detail. But all the excessive drinking, partying, gambling, all of those unhealthy lifestyle choices, going to strip clubs, sleeping around, all of that, right? You gotta decide. You have to decide, are you worth changing your life around so that you can live a more peaceful, positive existence? Or are you so afraid of you that you'd rather stay the same and stay with the devil that you know? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. This pollen is... Sheesh. This pollen. Ooh. Love, travel, and manifest. Live your life for purpose without asking others for permission. You don't need anyone's permission to do what God has called you to do and ordained you to do. Do not ask for other people's advice. Get as much information as you can and eat the meat and spit out the bones. That's a metaphor. And in case no one told you today, I love you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think about this video. And make sure you're following me on Instagram at Purpose Not Permission. All right? And I will check in with you soon. Thanks, everyone, for joining.